What's going on, YouTube? Just decided to take the old girl out for a little spin up and down the farm road. Still needs some work. Door panel needs to be put back on. But the ignition switch is all screwed up. It's under the dash. So, I don't know if you guys can see. There's a little button down there. I hot wired it. Old school. That's the beauty about these old cars. You can hot wire them and drive away if you know what you're doing. But yeah, I don't know what I'm going to title this video. I haven't made a video in a long time, but let's talk about the safety triangle. You know, I noticed something today that one of the members of the safety triangle, you know, there's more than 3 members, so I don't know why they're a triangle. You know, they should be like a tetrahedron. But what do I know? I barely got a grade 6 education, as some people think I have. But that's here nor there. Crying about job calling. You know, I don't agree on job calling. I don't agree on calling people's insurance companies. All that shit. I don't condone it. But you can't cry that someone called your job when your group is known for calling jobs and calling insurance companies and taking pictures of people's houses, and you know, especially after their house caught on fire, and you know, you want to make yourself look good, and you know, run somebody off YouTube and all that shit. Whatever, it is what it is. It's all YouTube. Like, you know, I don't hate anybody, but you know, you can't cry that somebody called your job when you guys have been known to be job callers. That's fucking stupid. You know, play stupid games, win stupid prizes. But like, I don't call jobs. I have no time for that shit. Like I said, busy doing all kinds of shit. Just had a little free moment. Thought, you know what? I'll take the old girl up to the top of the road and go over into a little town there, not far from the farm. It's the Mennonites. Got a store up there. You know, you can get fresh fruit, vegetables, baked goods. They even have a little, kind of like a little lunch counter in there where you can order food. So I had a soup, a huge sandwich, it was like a sub sandwich, and a salad, all for less than 25 bucks. And I'm stuffed. Probably won't eat supper tonight, but where else are you going to eat for less than 25 bucks? If I went in the other side of town and went into the all-you-can-eat buffet, that's like 40 bucks. And probably going to eat the same amount because, you know, I can't eat that much as I used to. And no, I didn't get no surgery. It's just my appetite, right? So I thought, you know what? It's a beautiful day out. Take the old girl out, up and down the road. Give her a little run. Even though a little pissed off with her, she left me on the side of the road. But you know what? I can't complain. It's not a new car, right? It's a 1976, but the big 455 Olds. But she runs good. She runs like a watch, man. I give her. She doesn't blow any smoke. She shifts good. I was on the other concession road earlier where it's all nice and paved, and I was flying up the road. Thank God there was no cops around, but this one here, I go straight down to the farm, and then usually there's no cops on this road, so you won't see me holding my phone in my hand. Tommy, don't complain. Tommy, don't make a reaction video that I'm holding my phone in my hand, Tommy. Come on, Tommy. I never did you wrong. Don't make any rash videos about me holding my phone, Tommy. It's not like I'm hauling a load down the Mount Eagle or something, heading to Sweetwater. Brake, brake, Break. Yeah, Tommy's okay. You know what? Some people hate him, but I got no problems with Tommy. You know what? He's trying to make his life better. He's trying to improve his life and his health, and you know, people are jealous. I'm jealous. I wish I was as fit as Tommy. You know, I'm a fat fuck. I'll admit it. You know, I was at. Was it yesterday? No, the other day I was had to go to physiotherapy in the hospital, and they have a scale downstairs and by the emergency, and I always weigh myself every time I go in, but it's in kilograms, so I have to do the conversion on my phone. So I'm putting the stuff back in my pocket, my keys and my wallet and everything, and turn around, and this old man stands there, and he's got an old house coat on, slippers, and he goes, "Whoa, you're a big man. How heavy are you?" And I just threw a number out, 420. And he goes, "Holy Mackinac, you's a big boy." And I smiled. I said, "You have a good day, sir," and walked along. And you know, that was my heaviest, 420. I think I'm down just under 4. But you know, people go, "There's no way you're 400 pounds." I go, "Yeah, man." And they look at me, they go, "No." And I go, "Yeah." "Oh, it's because of your height." It's like I'm 6'5", so I guess because of the height. But you know, I feel it. I'm getting older. I feel it. I gotta change my lifestyle. You know, I'm not eating chips and drinking pop or soda, as my American friends say. But you know, carbs are definitely a killer, man. Carbs. You know, you catch yourself eating carbs, and then you feel it after. You're like, oh. But yeah. Well, like I said, just wanted to make this quick video. Shout out to everybody. Hope everybody's doing well. But you know what? All I can say is don't cry. Don't cry when, you know, when somebody calls your job because, you know, you're being a shitbag and whatever. Like I said, I don't condone it, but it happens out here. And if you can't handle the heat, as they say, get out of the kitchen. But whatever, what are you gonna do? What else is going on? What else is going on in the world? Trump's kicking ass. I wish he was our prime minister. Maybe when he finishes being president, let's make him a Canadian citizen and let him be prime minister, because he's kicking ass, man. He's kicking ass. Now, instead of the Department of the Defense, we're going back to the old school Department of War. Trump ain't playing, man. I'm telling you guys, Trump ain't playing. You know, if Putin doesn't want to play, Trump's going to figure it out. Trump's going to take care of business. You know, Zelensky doesn't want to play. Look at this guy in Venezuela. He's fucking around and finding out. Fucking around and finding out. You think Kamala Harris would have done anything about that shit? No. You think Kamala Harris would have had all these people, all these criminals rounded up? No. Count your blessings, America. Count your blessings that you guys didn't get her as your president, because you guys would be in bad shape. You know, they're doing good things. They're doing good things. It's only been, what, 7 months that he's been in charge? Wait till his 4 years is almost up. You're gonna see. You're gonna see the economy's gonna be good. I'm just interested in seeing how many who's getting pardons. Like, is he gonna throw out some pardons out there? You know, is he gonna pardon that cop? What was that cop's name up in Minnesota? You know, I can't breathe. You know, that cop. I like to say, you know, that guy. That was all fodder and bullshit, right? You know, the guy died of fentanyl overdose and all that shit. But who am I? he's fixing his ditch, putting topsoil in there, making it beautiful. But yeah, you know, don't be hating on anybody that's doing a lifestyle change. You know, somebody tries to diet, don't be hating on them. You know, people gotta live for their lives, right? You know, don't be hating, don't be jealous. You know, just look after yourselves. Stop worrying about others. You know what? And we got to make more positive videos, because every time I turn around, everything's so fucking negative. Willie's a shitbag still. Yeah, that's true. Willie's a shitbag. I think Willie got his channel taken down. I think the boys took care of business on that one. And then that other one that's fucking around with Windsor, now he wants to be Windsor's best buddy, and Windsor ain't having it. That Andy Letterman or whatever up in, I think he's up in New York State, Alpine, New York or something, and his girlfriend works for the post office. Yeah. She's been passed around like a joint at a party, from what I was told. But you know, he just sits home while she works, and he does fuck all. And hey, you know, but you know what? Let people live and let live. But you know what? You can't be beating your woman live on YouTube. You know, other people have been accused of beating their women, but you really didn't see it live on YouTube like this fucking idiot. You know, smacking her around. And you know, we were saying that oh my god, I can't believe he hit her 4 times. And he's like, guys, I only hit her once. I only hit her twice. I didn't leave a mark. Who does that sound like? Fucking Jason Boat. Oh, I didn't leave a mark. It's okay. She's still with me, guys. You know, she allows me to bend Tim over and put his face in the pillow. Oh, she's my beard. It's okay. Well, on that note, guys, peace. Till next time.